Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to another fun day of the markets. It's your pal here, Uncle Bruce, with Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to viewers from around the world. Glad you're here. It is right at the moment, it is Thursday, July the 27th, 2023. I'm in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where it is a lovely day today. Our high today will be maybe we get to 70 degrees for our high of the day. Gorgeous sunshine out there. Beautiful day. Tomorrow's high 66. We have got a bit of a cool wave coming through, and there is rain around us to the north, a little to the south, some to the west. And we're crossing our fingers that the region around here gets more rain. We're hoping in British Columbia they get a ton of rain. British Columbians are suffering from forest fires like you cannot believe. It's already happened in the east. It's still happening in the east. They need rain too. I tell you, we're in the sweet spot. I have to admit, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This year, we have had a very good year, and the air quality has been generally perfect. We've had a week here, a few days there, but nothing like other areas of the North America. We have been very lucky weather-wise. Anyway, that's the story. I hope you're okay wherever you are around the world. Thank you for joining us. We do have a positive indication for the market this morning, no question about it. Yesterday, the Federal Reserve raised interest rates a quarter point as expected. This morning, just a few minutes ago, the European Central Bank, the ECB, for the 23 Euro nations raised their bank rate by a quarter of a point. So they follow through as expected. And so the markets are getting what they figured they were going to get. They're not, there's no one out there going, oh, I had no idea this is going to happen. No, it's doing exactly what it's done. We're going to see how this works out. Certain companies are having a wonderful time right now. Certain companies are doing really, really well. Other companies, not so much. Last night, in the after hours, Chipotle, one of the large fast food type companies, they're not known as they're not known as producing cheap fast food. They're known as producing cheap cost, better quality food. Is that the way to say it? A little higher grade of product for a fair price. They admitted that their earnings are in trouble. Their earnings were lower, and the reason is that their main selling items, the backbone of their company, the most popular menu items they offer, are under pressure. They're not getting the business. The customer, a certain number of their customers either are not coming in at all, only coming in maybe half as often, and when they do come in, not necessarily buying the popular favorites as they're used to. There's still a strong support for the company and strong support for its most popular menu items, but it's down. The numbers are down, down, down. And this is a problem because in the food business, like the movie business, or even the car business, when you offer an item over and over and over again as your source of income, the last 10% of the orders coming in are all pure profit. The first 50%, the first half of everything you produce, you're trying to just pay all your costs to be in business today, this week, this month. The next 30%, you're now, breaking even and paying for, all kinds of depreciation and taxes and everything else. The last 20% of what you sell is what the profits are, and the last 5 and 10% are pure profit. So a restaurant, if you're a restaurateur and you own a diner and you sell bacon and eggs with toast and coffee for $5.99, $8.99, $12.99, whatever that price is. I remember a day where it used to be 99 cents or $1.49. You would produce that item knowing that the first 50 you made, you lost money on those, or even the first 100 breakfasts you cranked out. You were just bringing your clients in and starting the meter running, and you needed to crank several hundred breakfasts through the till to get to the point where you were now going to break even. And it was the last 100 bacon and egg specials that you were cranking out that where you made a net profit to the owner of the business. And if it was a rainy day today, there was snow on the ground, and cars were slipping and sliding, and the customers couldn't get to your diner, you lost money today. And you couldn't recover that money because you're not going to sell double the number of breakfasts tomorrow to make up for the shortage of breakfasts yesterday. Not going to happen. So when you get on the phone or on your computer to order how many eggs do you want for tomorrow, how many pounds of bacon do you want, how many loaves of bread do you want, you've just cut that order back by 80%. Now the suppliers to your restaurant and all the other restaurants their trucks are sitting idle because they're not getting the orders either. And now the farmers are finding, oh, we don't need to deliver as many eggs today to our distributors because there weren't as many eggs sold at the diners yesterday or at the fast food restaurants. It goes on and on and on and on. Chipotle is saying to us, our most popular menu items that we sell the most of, our sales are down. And that is an indicator of a slowing economy. Because your number one item is not selling as well as it normally does for an entire quarter, not a week, not a day, but for 90 days. There you go. There's evidence of a slowing economy. Southwest Airlines announced this morning, our numbers are not back to pre-pandemic numbers. We're told all the time around here, I don't know about you guys, but I see all over the place headlines all the time about airlines just, oh, we're doing great. And the airports are mayhem, and the check-in process is a nightmare, and bags are going missing because there's so many tourists everywhere. How come then that Southwest Airlines is not recovered to pre-pandemic numbers? These guys aren't first-class only air travel. Southwest is your discount airline, the classic case of a high-volume, low-cost per-passenger airline. Free baggage. I mean, how many airlines can you rattle off the top of your head that offers you free checked bags? Only Southwest. Why are their numbers so low? Why can't they exceed their numbers in a supposed hot travel market? I'm stumped at that. Now, on the winner side, take a look at this chart right here. Over at Facebook, the old Meta, what they now call Meta platforms. Check out this thing right here. Look at this. On the very top left-hand side, it tells you 328.25 and 298.57. Well, 298.57 is what the Meta stock traded at yesterday. That was last night's close. The 328 is the pre-market price of Meta a little while ago. Right now, it's exactly 328.30. So this is kind of close. The chart itself, on the left-hand side, the first half of the chart is yesterday's trading action. And then on the right-hand side, it's divided into two halves. The first half with the spike there is after hours last night, and the second half of the chart is this morning so far. It seems to be that's what we have going on here. Meta platforms, or Facebook, has had a major turnaround in their fortunes. They have apparently they've cut costs, they've laid off a lot of people, and their numbers are improving, and their net earnings are improving. And their focus for the last year has been to cut costs, cut staff, and reduce their cost of being in business, and it's working. The numbers are showing. There's reports out that as of yesterday, day before yesterday, they were earning about $8 a share profit. They're probably now at 11 or 12. The story, though, from some analysts, they're predicting that Facebook will be earning $20 a share in profits by next year. Now, at 300 something dollars a share and a $20 earnings per share expectation, we're talking about a stock that might only be trading at 15, 16 times next year's profit forecast. If the year after that they can get to $25, $30 a share in net profit, you can understand why people are buying up the stock right now. If this thing can generate $30 a share profit at 300 a share, it's only trading at 10 times earnings. High tech, high growth stocks don't trade at 10 times earnings. They'll trade at 20, 25. Even now it's in the 30s. They'll still trade at 25 times earnings. Well, 25 times earnings on a $30 a share company is a $750 stock potentially. That's why there are people buying the stock right now, 328, and not worrying about their risk factor. Interesting. Yeah? There are winners. There are losers. The economy is not across the board showing winners in every segment, in every sector. We do not have that right now. And so the question is, if you're a money manager and you're working for a pension fund, a hedge fund, a mutual fund, and you're managing tens of billions or hundreds of billions of dollars for tens of thousands of retirees or investors, where do you put the dough that you're managing? Where does it go? And what sector does it go into? Now, theoretically, if you are a manager of money inside a pension fund that's sitting on $800 million, I can tell you that 800 million is divvied out and fractured out into hundreds of different investments and will always be well diversified. Some of it is bonds, T-bills, cash, preferred shares, high dividend yielding stocks, growth stocks, very diversified. And if you're an asset manager inside that pension fund, you don't control anywhere near all that money. You control a sliver of that money. And there are dozens of people like you that are also the heads of the bond division, the preferred share division, the corporate finance division, IPO division, the stock, the option writing department. There are all kinds of managers, dozens and dozens of them, and then there are underlings under them who report up. If you're going to manage almost $1 trillion of people's money, and 2% of that is fees, we're talking 160 million in fees per year. You can imagine the size of the payroll that is being managed, and the size of the office, and the size of the research, the cost of the entire thing to be run. It is massive. You've got tens of thousands of former teachers or nurses or whatever, that, firemen, firefighters that are dependent on pensions, state employees, the country of Canada's pension plan. We're talking trillions of dollars here, and we're talking about a lot of responsibility to a lot of people. And so one of the questions is today, are we in Facebook? And if so, are we into enough Facebook? The segment that Facebook represents is not in chip making. They don't make computers. Facebook is a platform company. It is a deliverer of people's content to followers. We're in advertising. That is our shtick. Well, if you're an investor into the markets and you have a diversified portfolio, the question is, how much of your portfolio is into this area? If you're investing in Facebook, you're likely investing into Google, because Google owns YouTube. And then there's Instagram out there, TikTok is out there, and all the other platforms that exist out there. So where are you going to put your money and how much? Today, the market has decided, or a segment of the market, more buyers and sellers have decided Meta is the place to be. And it's up 10% in price at $328. Not too long ago, about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we had a morning where we opened up our quote machines and looked at the markets, and we noticed that Facebook went from $350 a share approximately down to $180 in like a day or two. And within a few weeks, it was $150 a share. And ultimately, I think it hit $88 a share not even a year ago. for its lows, because at that time, the worry was Facebook is losing users, Facebook is losing ad revenue, Facebook is getting its butt handed to it by the Microsoft, whatever. Apple is kicking its butt. On and on and on went the downgrades and all of the doubters and everything else. And now the stock is practically quadrupled from its low range to here, and is still climbing and now delivering serious returns. Winners, losers, amazing. Now, in the AI space, of course, there's talk about Facebook really scoring on the AI front as well. We note today, this morning, in this market rally we have going on right now, pre-market rally, AI stocks are doing just great. We've got Nvidia this morning up 970 a share to 464. Unity up 171. The AI stock, C3.ai Inc. up 107 to 42.26. These three are all climbing this morning. Amazon is up 260. Google's up 172. Other stocks that are climbing, HPQ up 27, Pfizer up 16 cents, Microsoft up 223 after losing $13 yesterday. ARC Innovations up another $1 to 49.29. Tesla's up 492 to 269. Even with these interest rate rises yesterday from the United States and from the ECB this morning, stocks are higher. Goldman is up 240, Apple's up 180, Cisco's up 28 cents. We have a market moving higher. On stocks that we follow, I see SmartRent at $4 a share, up 14 cents. I noticed that Matterport is up 9 cents to 339. We got GameStop up 24 cents, 22.94. GameStop does not seem to want to back off under 21 bucks a share right now. SoFi up 20 cents to 9.72. Earnings come out Monday. And Rocket Lab up 11 cents after losing 48 yesterday, back to 7.25. Bank of America is predicting that oil is going to hit $90 a barrel. This is what Bank of America's analysts is guessing, I suppose. Jobless claims dropped to the lowest level since February. Another headline has just come out. Durable goods climbed 4.7% on Boeing contracts. Details of report not quite as strong, it says. These are headlines coming up. McDonald's profit beats analyst expectations. Stock rises. This is showing me, again, this Chipotle story. Chipotle. I'm telling you, Chipotle is selling higher priced quality food in a volume way. That's their system. They're a higher grade food producer, deliverer to the public than McDonald's is. All right. And so Chipotle is losing business. McDonald's is gaining business. Guess what that means? Exactly. The middle class of the world is getting whacked by inflation, higher interest rates. They're not getting raises equal to the cost of living. So what are they doing? They're cutting their expenses. And one little way of doing it, a subtle way of cutting your life costs, is not going to Chipotle every day or every second day or 3 times a week, but going to McDonald's 1 day a week more than before, or twice a week more than before. There are people having breakfast at McDonald's rather than at IHOP, or they're having lunch at McDonald's rather than at a more expensive restaurant. This is the game that's going on. It is the lowering of the standard of living of various classes of people, fully employed, who have cars, have houses or rent apartments, are not going to get laid off, have no fear of losing their jobs. They just cannot afford the lifestyle they would like to have that they were enjoying 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Their cost of living has risen so much across every sector of their expenses that they're cutting back wherever they can to continue forward. And one little way of doing it, just a little way, is not spending, say, $12 for lunch at one restaurant, spending $8 for lunch at another restaurant. And if that means Chipotle is off the grid and McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's and Arby's is on the grid, then fast food on the lower end is going to rise higher. And so we're seeing this going on. It's an uneven playing field right now. There are companies losing out and companies winning. And don't think that Chipotle isn't raising their prices to combat their problems. Chipotle has higher prices. McDonald's has higher prices for their costs, higher wages, higher taxes, higher insurance fees, higher electrical, higher everything. And so their prices have risen everywhere. Everyone's prices has risen. But there are, at the end of the day, how many customers are walking through your front door to buy your merchandise? You've raised your prices too high, they can't afford to buy your stuff. And if they don't buy your stuff, or they don't buy your most popular menu item and they buy a bowl of soup and a bun instead, you're the loser, because yes, you made a sale. You can do the head count and go, we have just as many people coming in the door of our restaurant. That's the same. We're doing just as many dishes. Our servers are just as busy serving people, all that sort of stuff. But the price per item that they're ordering is lower. They're ordering a lower amount of food. And that means our cash register has got less money in it. Even though we've raised our prices, we have less dollars in the till. And there is the squeeze you cannot avoid now. You can't price your way out of it. You can't. You can discount your prices if you want to try to increase more business, but all you're going to do is increase business or increase activity, but not increase cash in your register. You've lowered the price of your merchandise, which costs you more to produce. It's a losing system for a number of businesses and people in general as well. It's just the way this thing works. And in Europe, it is really profound at the moment. It's being measured, is being seen, is being witnessed. The middle class and the upper middle class of Europeans are even noticing in their world, in their comfortable area, they're noticing squeezes. They recognize that relatives and friends at other corporations and companies are getting fewer hours of work. There are rumored layoffs here and there. Prices are higher for all services, goods and services, and the euro doesn't go as far as it used to. And now today, ECB, another quarter point increase in the rate. Yuck, right? Yeah, yuck is correct. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the program. Glad you're here. It's great to see Deep Value here. Spicy is here. Richard is here. Lame Duck is here. How you guys doing? Welcome to No Sell, No Sell. Touchgrass is here. What year? 1984. Good morning, Drew. D.H. Ruda, Lorraine, Stephen Butler's here. Big B is in the house. Nucio, Flint Creek is here. Karen, JJ, Home Skillet, Frumbler. Welcome, guys. Luca is in the house. How you doing? What can I say? Colin is saying, I took a bet on 3 SoFi 11s expiring September 1st. Will sell mid next week at the latest. Big B, sorry, which stock symbol? Deep Value, TUP is up 200% for the week. AJ is here. Good morning. Credit Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons. Meta fired 25,000 people and loses billions to Metaverse, but it goes up. Royal Caribbean loses money, but it's not at 110 level. What is happening out there is wild. Deep Value can't stop promoting TUP this morning. You just can't stop promoting it on my channel. Philpo, when is GameStop going back to $1,000 a share, Bruce? When's that going to happen? Stephen Carney, good morning. Number 51. My wife said I need to first earn the Gold Bagel member yearly fee from option writing before I can join. Well, sometimes the cart goes before the horse, and sometimes the horse goes before the cart. But I find that when viewers make the investment in themselves, they generally do rather well because they're motivated. It's funny how when you're not a member of the channel, or you don't take the classes, or you don't want to learn how options really work because you haven't got any skin in the game, you don't advance as quickly in the success column because you just don't have the financial motivation to deliver. There are viewers here who admit that after I became a member and I started taking your classes, I started adding up how much money I'm putting into my business now, And I started looking at the returns. And because I have a commitment of time and some dollars into this, I am paying attention to how to write options. But because I'm doing that, my option program is working rather nicely. And all of a sudden, I realized what I give this guy through YouTube is chump change. If you cannot generate option premiums that can cover your $25 a month membership as a Gold Bagel member, you shouldn't be here. You are obviously, you're missing something. I don't know what it is you're missing. Maybe you're not here in reality. But if you feel that you can't justify a $25 investment into your potential retirement for life or the ability to walk away from your day job as a full-timer, a full-time manager, if you don't think that is enough to go with it, well, then you're not serious. You're pretending. B Tizzle, good morning, dude. Good morning, Double D. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show, the channel. Hector is here. John Anderson, Jules. I also jumped into also, dude. The man loves Tupperware. It's Tupperware, they say. Jules, I also jumped into it too. Alberto, good morning, Bagel Familia. Almost that time to start trading and make money. That's exactly right, my friend. Welcome, sir. Alberto will tell you whether it's worth your while or not to be a Gold Bagel member of this channel or to take the classes or consider one-on-one. You ask Alberto what he thinks. You don't have to ask me. Don't have to ask me. Ask Alberto. All right. Thank you all of you who are here, especially the Gold Bagel members and Chillin' with Uncle Bruce members. Love you guys. Of course, that's the other commitment you can make is become a Chillin' with Uncle Bruce member, $10 a month, and comment during market hours. If you're a Gold Bagel member, you can join me every morning at 8 o'clock for the pre-show and Wednesday nights at 6 for the Gold Bagel member alert show. Love having that prime time with Uncle Bruce. We try to make it worth your while. Anyway, nice to have you here. What else is going on here? Splair, good morning, Alberta. How you feeling? B Tizzle saying here that KRE Regional Banking ETF went on a tear yesterday and still climbing. The deal between PacWest and Bank of California seems to be looking on favorably. Good tailwind going into SoFi earnings. Alberta saying to Spare, I'm doing better every day. Thank you very much. Dude, calls are nice, but cash secure puts are nicer on up days, makes those rollovers a little easier. There you go. Giddy up, everybody, and just keep right on going, kids. Just keep right on going. We're up 142 on the Dow. We're up 37 on S&P. We're up 216 on NASDAQ. In the pre-market, NASDAQ is up 1.5% practically. S&P up 0.8, the Dow up 0.41. So we got a good run going here for the big markets. Meta right now is at 326.80, holding a $28.23 gain. Definitely doing well. What else is going on out there? Lots to follow here. I noticed that with their interest rates now having been set, the U.S. Treasury is showing the 10-year showing a 3.9% rate, which is the highest in a little while. The UK is showing 4.3% on its 10-year. The currencies, the euro was pushing 111.5, and it lost it all. It's now 110.5, a 1 penny backing up has happened on the euro. The pound did reach 130 almost this morning. It's now 128.98. It's also losing against the US dollar. So the US dollar is climbing against European currencies, major currencies. And European markets in general are higher. The London markets are up 1/3 of a point. Germany up 1.25, France up 1.8 at the moment. So they're all higher as we speak. Oil up $1.23, $1.21 at $79.99. Call it $80 a barrel. My personal opinion is the opposite of Bank of America. I just don't see oil going up at all because the economy is slowing down. The world economy is slowing down. It's nothing personal against any one particular country or area. The entire world economy is slowing up. And generally speaking, the countries that would normally be leading the way forward with growth, like China, South Korea, Japan, Vietnam, not doing it. They're not doing it. China's in retrenchment. China is failing at the moment in all sectors. Apparently, the unemployment rate among recent college graduates for the last several years, among the young, well-educated engineer type kids, 20% is the number. 15-20% is being rumored. Not good. This is absolutely not good. There are job openings for people in China, but the young, educated with master's degrees are not interested in working in a fast food restaurant. They're just not going to do it. They've just spent their 7, 8, 10 years of their adult lives slaving their butts off to get these degrees, and they're not about to start a job at minimum wage. They're still living at home, perhaps. They're going to stay still living at home, and I would not be surprised if their parents are saying, just stay home. Don't take these entry level jobs, because once you get into that trap, you might never get out. We don't want on your resume that you started work at a Burger King or a KFC or whatever the hell it is. We'll just wait for the right opportunity to come along, and we'll carry you in the meantime. That could be what the strategy is. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Anyway, there you have it. What else is going on here? Flint Creek, hope you got my email. I'm excited for my first live class. You are in. I've got you. You're in, Flint Creek. Trish the Dish, I just want to thank Alberta for telling me to buy AI. I'm up 100%. Larry Titus, good morning. Number 69, thumbs up. Nice. Credit Savage of Wall Street, S&P up 14 straight days for the first time in decades. You guys know when this happened last, 1987. What happened in 1987 on Monday, Uncle Bruce? Please tell us what took place in 1987 on a Monday. Yes. I think Reagan was president at the time. Glory days. Flint Creek, yay, Alberto. Yeah, Splair, we anticipate a similar rate hike. Probably it's already fixed on paper. Trader Timmy, don't forget about us folks who are paper trading options. We're learning. Alberto, Trish, make that dinero. Not a lurker anymore. Number 73, good morning. Flint Creek, go SoFi. Deep value, bull market is strong this year, but don't feel it slowing down anytime soon. Short sellers are at record losses. Jules, I'm finally even on SoFi. There you go. What? We're at, I think right now at 973 on the SoFi. We're up 20 cents this morning. See how this market will take it. The earnings come out on Monday for SoFi. Lissy, 70,000 fans packed into SoFi Stadium yesterday to watch Arsenal beat Barcelona 5-3 in a pre-season friendly. White Feather, I'm very excited for the class on Saturday. I'm pumped about it too. Really looking forward to it. Swear, by the way, I was meeting on the EZB, the rate hike today. It's all good. The rate hike is done, quarter point, and everybody continues forward. The markets are watching. We're watching markets here generally higher this morning because the markets did not get a jolt that they weren't expecting. They got exactly what they wanted, and that's so far the case. Some companies are doing very well, some mediocre, some not so well. It's not a full-blown happy time, but the market seems to be suggesting with where the indexes are now for the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ. The market seems to be saying that a year from now, we should be in better shape. Well, the gamble is that inflation has topped out. The gamble is that inflation will be under pressure on the downside, not on the upside. The gamble is that the central bankers will stop raising rates, will level off rates, and the rumors of when they start to back off will dominate the markets. That is what the expectation is. That is the gamble. That is what people are wagering on globally. Now, does all of that happen? And what could upset the apple cart so it won't happen? And that's the unknown. We do not know. We'll find out sooner or later. Anyway, there it is. What else? Didn't the Fed indicate that there's no recession coming or highly unlikely The VIX is at record lows, says Deep Value. Alberta, I'd love to be included in this class, but I have all my 4 grandkids and the pool is open. So my undivided attention is mandated. I'll pick it up after the edits. Rock and roll, buddy. You betcha. Splayer, in Germany, analysts already talk about a rate lowering, maybe already at the end of the year. Again, analysts have been doing this in North America now ever since the rate hit 3%. And we're now at 5.25%, and no backing off is happening. The here in the North America, USA, they're watching the Federal Reserve Chairman, and they don't believe him. That's really what the market is saying to the market, to the Fed. We don't believe you guys. You talk about raising rates, and you'll keep doing it. We just don't think you have the guts to really raise them a lot higher than where you are now. You've done it. You've gone to 5.25%. You started a lot later than we thought you would, than you should have. As far as we're concerned, you should have started raising rates a year before you did. You finally started raising rates, and here we are in 2023 at 5.25%. And we don't think you've got much more in the tank to do it. You just don't have the will to want to go much higher. What I think could really be going on here that people don't want to talk about, or for whatever reason it's just not headline topic, is the underlying issue. And this is also at the ECB level, Bank of Canada level, Bank of England level, the quantitative tightening, the QT. I think that is definitely happening and is continuing on, and will continue on for quite some time, because central bankers around the world have put in trillions of dollars of capital into the world economy over the last 15 years, and they're extracting it. They're taking it back out. And this is going to keep growth moderate. It's going to keep the growth rate at a very moderate level, they're hoping that by doing that, inflation will stay moderate. And what they want now is a normal interest rate range, 4 to 6%. We're right now at 5%, with moderate inflation, 2 to 3% maybe, an economy that just kind of rolls along. That's what they're trying to satisfy everybody. The soup isn't too hot. The soup isn't too cold. The soup is just right. And all these little burners have been adjusted to keep the soup at the right temperature. And that's what they're trying to play right now, knowing, unfortunately, that there are things on the peripheral here you can't control. A war in the Ukraine. Problems in Syria between the US and Russia with the fighter jet and drones, problems in Iran, problems with China and Taiwan and other. There are things that the Fed Reserve can't affect. Now the question is, can everything be kept okay? With the Russians bombing grain silos and grain export facilities in the Ukraine, the Russians have just caused the price of wheat and other commodities to go much higher. That's inflationary. Now, great for Russia if you're an exporter of a lot of wheat. The reality, though, is what happens if Russian wheat gets seized by other countries, or if Russian grain ships in the Black Sea somehow get nailed by long-range Ukrainian missiles that consider Russian grain to be a war tool against its own country. All of a sudden, Russians aren't going to export the wheat they thought they could export. That's going to cause the price to go higher, which means riots in the streets in third world countries and continual coups to continue happening, like the one in Niger yesterday. Here's a story that no one in America talks about. Niger just had a coup, a military takeover. Thailand can't elect a popular elected politician as their prime minister because the army controls the Senate in Thailand. Thailand is in the middle of a military coup. Myanmar, military coup. It goes on, and more of these countries that are becoming militarized and run by generals who are just pure bribe masters. These are third world countries that represent collectively billions of hungry people. And that's a problem. This is a problem for the global economy. This is a problem with respect to refugees on the move. And that brings it right back to Americans who are upset with immigrants and the immigration policies. Poland has their problem. Hungary, Romania, Germany, France, Italy. I mean, the immigration problem, the refugee problem, is already at high levels, and it's being added to. Every time there's another military takeover, that means people are on the move. They're getting out because it's going to be bad times. Just saying, we're not necessarily through it all. The markets are at high levels. I'll give you that. Yeah, they're there, but this does not reflect the reality on the ground that could upset the apple cart, and that is a global refugee issue and additional shenanigans by the Russians and the Chinese to further their belief that communism is the way for the world, not just for their own countries. We'll see what happens. Anyway, there you go. What else is going on? Dolph, good morning, Bruce. Did that guy ever have hair? I mean, really. What else is going on here? Splayer saying the Russians could use the North Sea through Petersburg. Of course, there's many a way Russians can move grain, but we'll see if there are going to be restrictions on Russian grain sales. Oh my gosh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Time will tell. We have a lot to worry about and a lot to watch. But this morning, the markets are higher. And if you are an option writer through this channel, it's been good. And it's going to be a good year. It's going to be a really good year again next year. This Saturday, we are going to be bringing out class number 16, how to make money in the options money. How to make money in the options market with other people's money. We're going to be talking about some really neat strategies coming up, a bunch of credit spreads and everything else. And for those of you who have less than $50,000, $100,000 in the market, those of you who have less than $20,000 in the market total, you're going to want to be in this class. You're going to pick up information that is just going to make your eyes go, what? There are strategies available to those of you who have studied how options work. If you've put the time in already and you know what a put contract is, a call option is, you know what a deep in the money call is, how to write format covered calls, you know all about stink bids, stink offers, 90-10 rules and everything else, because you've been here a while, you're going to want to be here for class 16 because we're going to the next level on option writing, on how to make money from the options market, how to put strategies together where your win rate, your success percentage goes from 75, 80% to 90%. Extremely high in your favor. I'm going to show you how casinos really win all the time. And you're now going to understand, after you take this class, you're going to understand how institutional investors really operate in the options market. You're going to see how very conservative institutions like insurance companies, banks, trust firms, pension funds, conservative mutual funds. You're going to see how these folks are able to use strategies we're going to talk about on Saturday to further their interests, further their returns, shelter investments they have, add to the returns on top of dividends already. We're going to cover quite a bit here. And I welcome those of you, and I thank you, many of you who have already signed up, a good number of you signed up. And any of you who would like to sign up and be part of the class, I look forward to welcoming you in. If you're going to be joining us, please consider making a donation here to this PayPal account here. 150 US will get you into the class. Once you've done that donation, send me an email right here at this email address and just say, Bruce, I've just sent you 150 bucks for class number 16 this Saturday. This is my email I want you to send the link to, because it's going to be a private live broadcast, a class where Jennifer is the moderator, and I'll be in front of this board right here. You'll be with me and Jennifer as we go through a number of strategies together. And once the class is done, we'll send it off to my editor, and she'll edit it by the latter part of next week, and then you'll get your very own edited version of the class that you can watch anytime you want, as many times as you want. At that time, the class will be available on the website. And those of you who can't make the class for whatever reason, you'll be able to pick up your copy at your leisure through my website on an ongoing basis. And we will begin a new chapter or an additional chapter on how to write stock options and how to generate revenue from the options market, where the gamblers on the floor of the casino are going to fund your profits. They're the ones who are going to take all the risks. You're going to use their money to make money on this option market. You just need to understand the logistics of how all of this can be put together, how it works. And we'll go over that together on Saturday. It's going to be it's a groundbreaking class. It's as important as the first one I ever did. The first class I did with you folks in June of 2021 just gave you the introduction to the options market. The second class was how to write options. I mean, we went into the real basics at the beginning, and we've been adding to it every class all the way to where we are now, class 15. Now class 16 is a new chapter in option writing. It's another way of writing options and bringing money into your account from this huge multi-trillion-dollar business. And you have to have a handle on how options work and how they depreciate and how they're created. If you have that knowledge, by being here long enough, you're ready now for class 16. And I'm excited about it. So anyway, there you go, everybody. I'm quite pumped about that. Thank you all for being with me all this time. Alrighty, what else is going on here? Home Skillet AI is looking good this morning. We love it. Let's take a look at some market trades this morning with now 13 minutes to go before we open up here for the day. We're up 13 cents on Rocket Lab. We're up 21 on SoFi to 9.73. GameStop up 26 cents. Matterport is ahead by about maybe 10 cents a share. We've got, what else here? Smart Rent up about 9. We've got Apple up 169. Goldman up 146. Cisco up 32. Tesla up 472. ARC Innovations holding a 107 gain today. Microsoft up 195. Pfizer up 13 cents. HPQ up 18. Alphabet, Google up 197. Amazon up 271. Nvidia up 954. Unity up 202. C3.ai Inc. is up $1.15 a share today. Big winner today, Meta Platforms. Facebook today up $28.43 to $327, just short of a 10% gain in the pre-market this morning. It's going up very nicely and is being referred and recommended by analysts who are upping their price targets even higher. That is the story as we see going on. Lots of market moves going on here. 85-point gain on the Dow right now, 35.5 on S&P. NASDAQ up 221. Oil up $1 a barrel at 79.79. The NASDAQ market is up almost 1.5%. The S&P up 0.75 of a point. The Dow up 0.25 of a percentage point. It is lagging NASDAQ, but that's because of Facebook. Facebook is not part of the Dow 30, but it is part of the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. And it's moving those markets higher for sure with its almost 10% move today. Analysts are calling for Facebook to go substantially higher than where they are already due to enhanced revenues and earnings per share guesstimates going forward. Tony, you are in. Tony, I got your donation came in for class number 16. Tony K, you're in there. Looking forward to seeing you, pal. On Saturday. Thank you for doing that. Got your email. I see it, and you're in to win. All right. Thank you, all of you who have indicated to me you'd like to be in class number 16 this Saturday. Jen and I are excited about it. I've been going over it with Jen here, and she's a former broker as well, and understands this as do I, and been going through it together, and we both know that a high number of you folks who are either brand new to this, maybe 6 months or so new to the option business, and those of you who've been here from day one, who've been, you started by writing options on your GameStop, then you started writing options on deep in the money calls, then you started writing cash secured puts, and you're doing a combination of all of this right now. A number of you folks are going to realize on Saturday there's another way I can write options on top of what I'm already doing. This is getting really interesting, and now I can throw you various examples of the kind of what sort I'm looking for. You might have in mind what a stock can do between now and 6 months from now, or 3 months from now, or a year from now. You may feel the market as a whole is going to stay in a certain range for a while. You may feel all kinds of, you're going to look at all kinds of different strategies, and I'm going to throw you ways that you can become and be an option writer on all kinds of scenarios in front of you, where you minimize the risk against losses to a fraction of a trade, and show you potential profits with an 85% hit rate of success. In other words, some of you out there who right now cannot even fathom writing options on Tesla or on Meta at $320 a share. You wouldn't even you can't even think about writing an option on that stock. It's too expensive. You can't buy it. You can't get a deep in the money call. You can't afford a cash secured put. There's nothing you can do on Meta or or Tesla or Apple or Microsoft or Adobe, any of these stocks that are $100, $200, $300, $400, $500 a share. You can't play these stocks right now. Come Saturday afternoon, you're going to realize, I'm a $10,000, $12,000 investor. I'm a $20,000 investor. I can write options on the Tesla. I sure can. This is interesting. Your $150 donation is going to pay you back handsomely when you realize how conservative this is. The success rate being so high in your favor, you're going to go, I can't wait for Monday. This is going to be great. Really looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. And then again, those of you who can't be here, don't worry about it. We will have the classes available. The class number 16 will be available on the website by the latter part of next week after it's edited, and then you can get your copy as well. But we will be talking about it on Monday. I'm sure Monday and Tuesday, this chat area over here is going to be dominated by what we are talking about Saturday. And you'll pick it up pretty quickly. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, what else is going on here? A dude wants to know, did you ever see the Canadian show called Trader? I think it was on in the late 90s. I may have, but I'm not sure. I do recall a show on CBC, The Canadian Establishment, which was named after a book that I have adored. And there were other business type shows on in the 90s and 2000s before computers took over and really dominated that area of the world. But yeah, I may have watched it. I can't ultimately say. Niger is a uranium-rich country. I'm sure the U.S. will have a hand in this. Always 50 minutes. Enjoy that. I'll be at 30 minutes of work. Explorer. You take care, buddy. Home skillet. You might be right, Luca. B. Tizzle. Anybody else watching these congressional hearings about the unidentified aerial phenomena? Tom from Blink 182 is right all along. Alberto says, I call myself a Casino Alberto in a Latino accident. Roll the R and extend the S. I'm just joking. Blair is smiling. Hawkeye is here, number 91. Thank you. Let's see. And that's why Keith Gill follows Meta to gauge the overall market sentiments as deep value. Juan wants to know here, just a speculation, if earnings on SoFi are good and the stock jumps to 13, would you recommend writing calls against our stock expiring in October for, say, $14? Well, we'll find out. I would like to see $15 calls written with $2 premiums in your hands or more. That's kind of what I'm after. I would love to be able to trade on AMD. JR checking in from the beautiful Jersey Shore. JR number 97. Thank you, sir. Welcome. A bit of a trip for you from California to Jersey. I understand. Way to go, pal. Nice to have you here. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Moose Knuckles is in the house. How you doing, pal? Thank you for popping in. Great to see you all. Thank you, those of you who are members of this channel, Gold Bagel members, regular members. Thank you all. Thank you for those of you who send out these green bar alerts to let us all know how long you've been a member of the channel. Appreciate that. We have 99 thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs ups. Keep them coming. Appreciate that very, very much. If you are able to become a member today or a subscriber of this channel today, that would be fabulous. We'd love to welcome you into the family. Nice to have you all with us. Thanks again, everybody, for your support of this YouTuber. And again, welcome to the Party Pal. We should be having a very interesting day today and tomorrow with options expiry. And then we will have a fun day, Saturday, noon Eastern, Saturday, the class of classes number 16 coming your direction. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff. All right, everybody, welcome to the Party Pal. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining me. We're going to start trading in about 4 minutes. Larry Titus is getting ready to hit the bells for us. Thanks again for hitting the thumbs ups and getting us higher. We try to hit 200 thumbs ups every show if possible. We'd appreciate if you're able to hit that thumbs up button for us and give us a bit of additional momentum. Thank you all for your support. It is appreciated. All righty, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. I'll tell you right now, not going to change. We are excited about the kind of day we're looking at right now. Amazing stuff. There you go. All righty, folks. I'm just getting rid of some junk mail here. It's incredible how much I get every day. Never ends. Scary, actually, how much is out there. Hopefully those of you out there are all protected from those nasty people trying to take your information away from you. It's amazing. GDP speeds up to 2.4% in the spring. Latest results just coming out. What else is going on here? Just looking at headlines. Anything else to worry about here? Dow futures point to the 14th gain in a row as traders digest earnings and second quarter GDP numbers. The markets just have cash coming in from all over the place. There is cash coming into these markets, and they're affecting the indexes. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are, with 2 minutes to go, up 98 on the Dow, 36 on S&P, 227 on NASDAQ. Oil up 103 a barrel, 79.81. MasterCard wants to stop cannabis purchases with its debit cards. The U.S. government on a federal level has still not legalized the purchase of cannabis, whether it's medical or whatever, not being allowed. One of the most backward countries in the world when it comes to cannabis. But what can I say? Russia's right behind the United States, if not ahead of the United States, being backward about medical use of marijuana. It's unbelievable to me. Here in Canada, it's been legal for 6-7 years. It's not even an issue around here. It's not even, no one talks about it. It's just part of life. You can buy a bottle of wine at the liquor store over there. You can buy some cannabis from the store right over there, and no one gives a crap. You can use your credit card, your debit card, or cash. No big deal. And the winner, the government. Who makes the most money on all this product? The government itself. It's just extra cash flow for the provincial government of Alberta or Ontario or British Columbia or wherever in Canada you are. The bankers make lots of money from all the credit card fees. The retailers make money selling the product. People get hired by these retailers to work there. And there's a business in this country to produce booze and produce cannabis, and it's legal. And no one even, it's not even an issue. It's just Yeah. So cannabis store, it's right over there. You want some medical, cream for your sore elbow or something? Yeah, go to the cannabis store. Yeah, well, whatever. Help yourself. So simple. Anyway, it's another world. That's all I can say. Anyway, thank you everybody for being here. Larry Titus, thank you for hitting the bells and getting us started today. Appreciate it. I kind of wonder if a presidential candidate in the United States were to come out and say, "Here is what I will propose for America. You vote for me. Here's what I'll deliver. I will make cannabis legal across the United States. I will legalize, or I will basically eliminate duties on travelers coming into the United States for purchases you make overseas. I will eliminate and negotiate the elimination of all fees that travelers face when they come to America or when Americans go to other countries. I'm going to get rid of these endless airport fees and taxes and all that crap. I'm going to make it illegal for airlines to charge airfare and then do a fast one and charge you extra, 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 extra. They have to be all inclusive. I'm going to make the same for hotels in Las Vegas and everywhere else. You can't play this. Here's your hotel room rate plus a resort fee. I'm going to eliminate all of that, the junk fees. I wonder if the federal government came out and were to say we're going to cut in half the taxes on alcohol. We're going to cut in half the taxes on cigarettes. We're going to stop nailing the lower middle class the most ridiculous tax rates on a can of freaking beer. We're going to stop that. We're just going to eliminate it. I wonder if that would go over well with the American people. If that would be a winner, and how many votes would someone like that get? Who would be the most interested in these changes? I would think that the middle class and lower would be the most interested because the cost of living would just plummet for a lot of people all over the place. Here in Canada, we are taxed to death on all kinds of services. We pay border fees. We pay high taxes on alcohol and cigarettes. We have charges, these visa charges, which is just a pure tax grab. Australia does it. Europe is now going to do it, and on and on. It is utterly ridiculous. I wonder if ever a politician would stand up and say, "Guarantee this is going to happen." I have to admit, Trudeau here in Canada, when he ran for the prime ministership. This is 7-8 years ago when they first got elected. They knocked off the Conservatives here like big time. One of his platforms was, "I'm going to legalize cannabis in Canada. I'm going to legalize it federally, and no longer are we going to play this game of everyone buys medical marijuana, but we really know what they do with it. We're open about it. Cannabis is everywhere. It's used by a huge number of people. It has a lot of benefits, and it doesn't cause all kinds of traffic accidents all over the world. It just doesn't. That is a fallacy. It is pure bunk. We're going to legalize it, and we won't allow it to be sold inside primary schools. We won't allow it to be sold to children, just like with alcohol. We'll regulate it like alcohol, and the Canadian public will be mature enough to be able to handle it." And sure enough, it got passed. It took 2 years. He got it done. And then it took another 2-3 years for provinces to get around, to come along with it. And now it's not even a topic of discussion anymore. I mean, there is no one in Canada that tries to run for office that says, as soon as I become prime minister, I'm going to outlaw cannabis. No one would even dare try to run on that program. They wouldn't be elected. 80% of the population would just say, "No, you're not getting my vote." We're not going back to the 50s. We're moving forward here. We're kind of grown up around here. We're not children anymore, and we're not going to be swayed by the Bible thumpers, by the Jesus freaks, and by all these other interest groups. We're just not going there. There's religion over here. There's government over here, and we want a divide between the two. Go to your church and preach whatever the hell you want, but stay the hell out of my life. And that's what most Canadians are saying, because in reality, 10% of Canadians go to church, maybe. Same in America. How many Americans go to church every week? Out of the 400 million Americans, what are there? 40 million churchgoers? 30 million? I don't know. Do you go to church regularly? I mean, are you that deep into it? I don't think so. But boy, the outsized influence that certain groups have in certain countries is staggering. It's absolutely staggering. And boy, doesn't religion screw a lot of stuff up? Like, you think the Middle East has been screwed up for what, 2,000 years now? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what's going on. All right, what's going on? Say hi. Hi, everybody. How you doing? You doing all right? Hope you guys are doing okay. Thank you, Larry, for the bells this morning. We're up and running. Let's take a look at these markets. Remember, these opinions are just my own. I'm just an old man with my own opinions. You don't have to agree with them. I just hope you guys are making money. Make a lot of money. Believe what you want. We're up 80 points on the Dow. 80 points. By the way, did you see that Mitch McConnell thing yesterday? Ooh, that was uncomfortable, wasn't it? Was that uncomfortable for a lot of you out there who've seen that clip of Mitch McConnell freeze up in front of the microphones? Whoa, that can't be good. Yuck. Matterport up 5 cents. Nvidia up $13. SoFi is up 14 to 966. Rocket Lab unchanged. GameStop up 22. AI up 161 today to 42.83. Giddy up. I think there are some folks here who've written put contracts this week who've got to be grinning from ear to ear on their AI right now. Smart Rent 391 up 5.5. Even Owens Corning is up $4 to 142. Unity up $2.98. Tesla's up $3. Apple up $2.20. Google up $2.20. Moderna up 78. Cisco up 62. Pfizer up 8. IBM up $1.04. HPQ up 38 cents. Microsoft up 258. Amazon up 350. Home Depot was up $2. Vanik up 495. Netflix down 43 cents. Adobe up 1180. Goldman up 61. Boeing up 63. Meta up $23. Facebook to 321 right now. Target up 140. JP Morgan down 17 cents. Costco up 470 to $570. Walmart 159.59 down 15 cents. Disney up 78 cents, and American Airlines is up 25. Make that down 25 cents to 16.52. DraftKings is up 16 cents at the moment. The AMC thing has really calmed down. The AMC shares are at 504 now. They for the last week did get into that 6-something range for a moment. They've come back down. They were down to 435, 440 last week. They're still at 504 now. But the president of the company is saying we are running out of cash. And he is not kidding. He is correct. We'll see what happens there. Royal Caribbean is up $6.97 to 107.84. The company made an announcement this morning that they turned a profit. $1.40 a share profit, and they're hoping to hit $6 a share profit in the next year or so. That, of course, is assuming that, one, interest rates don't keep going higher, which is going to cause them all kinds of pain because they're into the bankers for billions. Two, that they won't sell stock from the Treasury to pay down some of these billions of dollars in debt, which I think they should be doing. Because if you issue stock, you don't have to pay interest on it. And three, if energy prices stay low enough that keeps their costs low, and inflationary pressures, global inflationary pressures, stay low, they'll be okay. The issue also for Royal Caribbean and anyone else in the cruise business and hotel business, airline business, car rental business, all of these guys, the issue is how bad is the recession in Europe now? How bad will it be 6 months from now? How bad will it be a year from now? Because Europe is not coming out of a recession. They're entering into a deeper recession right at this moment. Rates are going higher. Inflation is 3 to 8% over there. It's not finished. It's not fixed over there. This segment of the world travel market is bad news for anyone in the travel business, including Royal Caribbean. The celebrity ships that they have over there, the Royal Caribbean ships over there, they are going to pull some of them out of there, bring them back to the USA right now because they can't sell out over in Europe. They talk about the demand of cruising being high. Yeah, it's high in America. It was high in Alaska, although it's not as glorious as they say. The question now will be, will cruise ships sell out everywhere, or will certain regions of the planet underperform? And this is the big question right now. We'll follow that, see what happens. All right, we're up 85 on the Dow at the moment, holding a gain. For how long? I don't know. How far? I don't know. The leader of the market really is not the Dow. It is the NASDAQ index. And that's because of Facebook, Meta. It's the winner today, and it's helping others. We're up 83 on the Dow, 39 on S&P, but we're up 217 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is up 1.56%. The Dow's up 0.24, 1/6. It's only 15% of the gains coming from the Dow. So the Dow is not the leader. It's being dragged along. All right, there it is. What else is going on here? Meta has really closed much the gap. Just reading here. Yeah, the McConnell incident wasn't pretty. Looks a lot like dementia to me. It looked like he was having a stroke on live television in a mini stroke way. It was awful. It was not good. Dude, okay, I rolled 7 AI calls up and out. I just wrote September 15th at 55. I got 345 for each of those. I made a 50 cent per contract on the rollover. So I rolled up the $55, took 50 cents cash, $50 a contract off the table. That's $750 more cash. Nicely done, dude face. Offering the stock at 55 a share. I like that. Karen, I think a lot of these older politicians have dementia. Beach Boy, all 4 stinkies caught in the first 2 minutes, he says. Deep Value, ASML headed for 300 billion market cap, was half less than a year ago. Beach Boy bought back 100 AI August 40 cash secured puts for 60% gains. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, fishing instructor. Nicely done, my friend. Well played. I love it. If there's a dip later today, you'll write off cash secured puts. Easy peasy, nice and easy. 2306 on GameStop. We're up 38 cents. AI is up 230 a share to 43.52. I sure hope a lot of you are pulling in some nice profits on your cash secured puts on AI today. Beach Boy, 31 grand. I think I can afford the next class. I think you're doing all right. Well done there, friend. 79-point gain on the Dow. Matterport up 6.5. Nvidia having a great day. 1398 on the upside. Starting Monday and Tuesday and next week, some of you are going to be playing Nvidia options because of my class on Saturday. I suspect it's going to happen. SoFi 965 up 13, Rocket Lab 717 just up 3, GameStop 2303, AI 4361, Smart right up 3.5 cents. We've got Unity up 350 to 4684, Tesla 360. Tesla is up 352 at 267.88. I feel like Mitch McConnell. I'm freezing. Apple 196.88 up 238. Google up to 132.47 up 281. Cisco up 47. Pfizer up 15. IBM at 142 up $1 again. HPQ up 36 cents. Microsoft at $340 up 258. There will be people here on Monday writing options on Microsoft that never thought they'd be able to write options on Microsoft. Starting Monday. Amazon 131.91 up 376. Giddy up, everybody. Netflix 426 up 334. Adobe 526 up $12. There'll be Adobe writers around here in the near future too. I'm excited for you guys. It's going to be great. Keep it going, kids. Alex going, Beach Boy, you're fishing beautiful. Beach Boy, by the way, you remember IPA, I don't know what that means. Dude, wow, you rock. Beach Boy paid for class number 16, Uncle Bruce. Indeed, it did. Deep Value, Netflix lists AI job with a salary of $900,000. Yeah, these BS headlines and whatnot are everywhere. Can't believe any of this crap. So much crap going on out there. Welcome all. So much fun. Never a dull moment. What can I say? 970 on the SoFi right now. The high of the day has been 973. We're right near the high of the day on SoFi. Will it break $10 today? Will it already break 10 again? That's the question. Just waiting and watching, and we'll figure it out. We'll see what the stock wants to do on it. How much action will there be on SoFi today? And of course, tomorrow. All righty, up 105 on the Dow right now. Oil up only 58 cents. Seems to be backing off just a little bit. All right, guys. Thank you all, and welcome to the party, pals. Appreciate you being here. It's good to see you. 113 thumbs ups. Thank you. Keep them coming in if you can. Would appreciate the boost in the thumbs up meter. Thank you all. 199 of you here. 201 now are here. And 110, 113 thumbs ups. There are 90 odd slackers out there. Strickland is looking for you guys. Don't let that hairless man catch you. You don't want that to happen. ATIP, physical therapy, Genie Health announced strategic partnership, says Alex. At the moment, there's some kind of an announcement out there on ATIP and Genie something. Rock and roll. I don't have any news over here on it, so I can't tell you anything there. I'm showing ATIP at $6.78 a share, up 11 cents, the low of $6.56 first thing this morning. Again, I don't know what the story is on ATIP. If anyone has any details, by all means, let me know or send me a private email if you can with any article on it. That would be fine. Excuse me. There we go. I'm not getting any press releases that are showing up on my thing here. Okay, now I'm seeing something. Hang on. Maybe I got something here. July 27th. ATIP, Genie Health, formerly known as PT Genie, a leader in the digital MSK healthcare space, full maturity. The goal of the innovation partnership is to create hybrid care model linking nationwide virtual physical therapy with hands-on care in more than 900 clinics in 24 states. The partnership expects to expand ATI's digital care capabilities that have delivered 150,000 telehealth visits to more than 12,500 patients since 2020. The relationship will enable ATIP to deploy a hybrid model of healthcare, delivering remote monitoring services along with its nationwide telehealth and in-office therapy network of practices. I don't know what any of this means. I'm not sure what this means. It's a partnership, but I don't think it's any kind of a business partnership. I don't think it's any kind of a merger of companies. I don't think so. There's some sort of a business partnership, a strategic partnership, but not a shareholder ownership, anything like that. We're at 657 last trade, down a dime. I think that's where we're at. I got nothing else on it. But you know what? I'm so desperate for news on ATIP. I mean, I'll take anything like this. Anything like this sounds like they're trying to do something business-wise. Please do, and make it work. That'd be fine by me. But again, I have no idea, what the end game will be here. Cindy B, I am number 118. Marcus, I am 118. Thank you guys. Fantastic. Deep Value is saying that Keith Gill stocks are all going crazy. Not sure what's going on today. Hard to track it all. Well, we have an update today on the markets. That's what's going on. Nvidia is up $14. SoFi holding around 964, 965. GameStop $23. AI 42.86, up 164 right at the moment. Unity up 278. Tesla's up 260. Apple up 245. Google up $3. Cisco up 51, IBM up 99 cents, Microsoft up $1.89, Amazon up 320, Home Depot up 380, Vanik up $5, Netflix up 340, Adobe up 1250, Boeing up 77. Had a big day yesterday. Interesting. Meta Platforms up $25, $323 a share. Big day today on the markets, especially NASDAQ. Definitely NASDAQ dominated moves. We're up, looks like 212 points now on NASDAQ for the day. With the Dow up 71, NASDAQ's up 214. That's 1.5%. Giddy up, all. Giddy on up. Deep Value Options says that ASML is up $30 and MELI is up $30. Laughing out loud. Giddy up. There are winners out there. Definitely quite a few. And we'll see how, if it lasts, we'll see how far this market wants to take the run. We say thank you. Keep right on going. Boeing stock price target has been raised to $300 a share from $225 at Bank of America Securities. That's the story over there. Apparently, a story came out this morning in the Wall Street Journal talking about how homeowners are trying to deal with these high interest rates and tougher lending rules. They're finding an unlikely source of financing in some cases where they view a home, they like the house, they love to buy it, but they tell their realtor, I'm not sure if we really want to go for a mortgage on this. On the home, we have a down payment, but a first mortgage of so much might be affordable, but beyond that, we don't know. And the realtor says, well, how about, would you be interested in a second mortgage, which would be carried by the homeowner? Or how about a first mortgage for the house is $800,000, you got $200,000 down. How about a $600,000 first mortgage from the homeowner? Because the owner of this house owns the house outright. They're retiring to Arizona, to California, wherever they're going. They would be happy to offer you they might be able to offer you a first mortgage for $600,000 at, say, 5.5% instead of 7%. Would that interest you? Now people are going, oh, wait a minute, geez. 25-year amortization with a 5-year term at 5.5% rather than 7% from my banker. That might go higher over there. That might be worth my while, because in 5 years, a 25-year AM, they will pay the mortgage down somewhat from maybe $600,000 to $525,000. Could the house be worth $900,000 in 5 years, and you owe $525,000 on it? Now you go shopping for a banker. You want to replace the landlord, your former owner, with your own bank loan. Maybe rates have dropped in the meantime in 5 years. Maybe Bank of America might offer you a 4.5% mortgage on a $525,000 balance on a $900,000 house. Hardly a risk. You never know. This is an area of financing that has popped up lately for buyers of real estate. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, there you go. Dude, the class that coming up on Saturday is at 12 noon Eastern time. Yes, it is. 12 o'clock Eastern time is the start of the class. This Saturday, the Saturday, the 29th. Yeah, dude, this Saturday, day after tomorrow, noon Eastern, you bet. Looking forward to all of you coming to the class, having you come by. Up 86 points, 91 points now on the Dow Jones, a 217-point gain on NASDAQ. It's holding the gain of a 1.5%. Nvidia holding a 1475 pop this morning. Matterport up 2.5 cents. SoFi still holding a gain of 9 cents at 961. We just have not been able to break out above this 973 range. The volume is 4 million. Not great on SoFi. I mean, it's okay, but it's not like earth-shattering high. Stock's up, though. On light volume, it's up. Rocket Lab down a dime at 704. GameStop up 30 cents, $23. AI now is backed off. Beach Boy, you're doing great. The stock was as high as 43.76. It's now at 42.01, only up 79 cents on the AI. Those of you who are put players, cash secured put players, keeping an eye on AI, you're selling it when it's at its high and you're looking to reload. You're buying back your puts. Now you're looking to sell puts, right puts, see how low the stock wants to go and see what's going on. Kind of weird trading range right now on AI at the moment, but that's what it's doing. 42.27 this second. And you got to watch this stock second to second. It's unbelievable. You can't watch AI every hour. You got to keep an eye on AI at all times. It is a volatile stock, no question about it. It's a volatile trading stock. What can I say? All right, there you go. 42.25 last trade at the moment. The volume on AI today, 7.1 million approximately, with a 41.98 low of the session so far. Very, very high swings, very high volatility. It's all I know. It's all I know. Anyway, there you go. Alexander, thank you for sending me this announcement on ATI. I'll read that later. Kind of glanced at it already, but I'll take another peek at it later on too. Thank you, pal. Appreciate you sending me that info on ATIP. We are watching now. Where are we at here? Thank you all for being here. We have 124 thumbs ups. Thank you for those. They keep coming in. Cindy B is saying that what was she saying here? I have had to roll my AI 39s this morning to 45s and 42s. These are covered calls. And if you did that at the high and the stock is now backed off already, you're already looking like a genius. Well done, Cindy, writing higher priced calls and then having the stock drop right after that. Nice going. Nice rollover. Again, all of you are on top of this AI stock. There's money to be made here, whether you're a call option writer, cash secured put writer, there's ways, and it's looking good. Nice, 41.90 again, only up 68 cents now on AI. What is this stock up to and why? You tell me. It's volatile. That's what it is. No question about it. There you go, kids. We got a couple of things going on here, to say the least. Tons of stuff happening. All righty. Let's go here. There we are. And we'll refresh this page. There you go. McDonald's earnings beat, but it sees a squeeze coming for diners. That's a headline just coming out in Barron's about the McDonald's story. They beat their second quarter earnings and sales estimates, but the stock wavered on Thursday as the company signaled sales would be slow in the second half of the year. You got to ask yourself, if McDonald's and Chipotle are both talking about slower sales, what does this mean for the economy as a whole? This is going to make you wonder. Sales of $6.5 billion were higher than projected, of $6.3 billion for the latest quarter. Same store sales rose by 11.7%. Analysts were expecting a 9.4% increase. The company attributed the growth in same-store sales due to strategic menu price increases and a high amount of diners. They've gained market share lately, they say. But we recognize we're operating in a challenging macro environment where costs remain elevated. Customer discretionary spending is limited, and the industry traffic is pressured in line with industry trends. As inflation begins to normalize later in the year, we expect top-line growth to moderate, they say. This is a call to investors. At this point, the point is highlighted by the fact that while more higher income diners are visiting McDonald's restaurants, those with incomes of less than $45,000 a year are ordering fewer items as they're becoming more price sensitive. This is interesting. This could make it harder for McDonald's to raise prices as it has done over the past couple of quarters, especially as inflation slows. The company is still able to slightly raise its projections for fiscal 2023. Very, very, very interesting. They're saying that they continue to see operating pressures in Europe including ongoing inflation and depressed consumer sentiment. So there's problems there. They're saying that they reiterated that they expect to spend up to $150 million this year in targeted and temporary rent relief for European franchises. That's something you don't hear about in North America at all. Rent relief for McDonald's franchisees in Europe. That's really interesting. I tell you, there are underlying issues out there that you cannot ignore, and definitely when you see the restaurant chain like McDonald's talking about pricing pressures, they generally have some of the lowest prices for food of all the other players, and these guys are experiencing pressures. That's got to make you wonder what's going on. Matthew, I'm number 124 in your thumbs up meter. What an awesome summer we're having. Option Writer, Home Skillet saw a news story yesterday, Big Mac meal in Connecticut for $18. I was going to tell you this. I'd forgotten to mention this earlier. When Jen and I go to McDonald's, we play the game where Jen will buy a Big Mac meal, for example, and she'll up the fries to a large size fry and get a large Coke. And then I'll order just a quarter pounder, maybe with no onions or something like that. No fries, no drink, just the sandwich. And we'll then share the fries and share the drink. That's our way of keeping our cost lower at a place like a McDonald's. But even with that, even doing that, we're still talking $22 for the two of us to have a Big Mac meal and a quarter pounder on the side. That's Canadian money. This used to cost $14 to $16. Now it's $22, $23. Pretty expensive. Now, the other day, we went out we did some shopping and picked up a few provisions, and we decided we would stop at one of our favorite restaurants in the city. It's a place called Nick's Steakhouse. And we thought, let's have lunch at Nick's. We almost always go there for dinner. And whenever we go to Nick's, it's usually in the evening for a dinner. Why don't we do kind of a late lunch, early dinner at Nick's? So we went in there. Hardly anybody there, which we expected. And they had the lunch menu available. So they handed us the lunch menu. Order anything you want, lunch or dinner, whatever you like. But here's the lunch menu. And I ordered a Salisbury steak. And Jennifer ordered a small 6-inch pizza with a salad. I ordered a little salad myself, and I had a Diet Coke, and she had a beer. And the bill came in, and with taxes and the tip, we ended up paying $72 for lunch. $72. Is there any wonder why there are only 6 people in this restaurant? Because this is not a diner, okay? Let's get this straight. I am not talking about a cheap family diner place. This is not a fast food restaurant. This is an upper middle class restaurant where if you go there for dinner, if we had gone there for dinner and ordered a steak, each of us ordered a steak and a Caesar salad, and she would have had a glass of wine or two, and I would have had my Diet Coke. We wouldn't walk out of there for less than 110, 120. But lunch was $72 Canadian for the two of us at not a 5-star restaurant, a 4-star restaurant. Yeah, nice, but not the high end. Shocking. I would say 3-4 years ago, that very lunch, that meal, exactly the same meal, we would have walked out of there for $43, $45. So to give you perspective, McDonald's would have been $16. This would have been $45. Now McDonald's is $23, and this one is $72. It is proportionately higher. And boy, I can sure see any senior citizen, a couple, husband and wife senior citizens that are just living off the Canada pension, or in the case of in America, Social Security, would never be able to go to a Nick's Steakhouse. You just can't go there. There is no way that you could afford to eat at Nick's. I mean, it's just nuts. Thankfully, I have some of the most generous viewers in the world who are here making a ton of money in the option market that are generous enough to Jen and I to keep us enjoying a middle-class lifestyle of some sort. But boy, it's an eye-opener. We don't go out often either. We are conservative with our spending, and we quite enjoy popping over to Costco. We'll have a hot dog over there, maybe some poutine over there. We'll spend $9 at Costco for lunch, or we'll make it a dinner for $9 or $10. That is a bargain of bargains. In the USA, you Americans down there, just like here in Canada, you can get a hot dog at Costco for $1.50 with a cola. We get that up here too, $1.50 Canadian for a hot dog up here. Yeah, it's pretty important. But we also love to go to Costco, and we'll buy up some food there for the next 4 days of dinners, where we'll just make it at home and enjoy a good quality food at a lowest possible price. But that was a surprise. Connecticut, a Big Mac meal in Connecticut, $18. I get it. Yeah, I understand. Flint Creek, my dad had tacos for lunch with an extra side. We drank water, $50. Holy moly. Mind you, they were excellent, and they were steak tacos, but they were tacos. There you go, Flint Creek. Karen, this is why I'm in the habit of cooking at home. I hear you there, Karen. We understand that loud and clear. I was just mentioning to everybody that we went to Nick's the other day for lunch, which we never do. I mean, we'll go there once a month for dinner maybe, but $72 was lunch. Yeah, a Salisbury steak and pizza and a salad.
I had the lunchtime.
You had the special. Pizza. That was the special, the lunch special. Yeah, I had a menu item that was a Salisbury steak. It was excellent. It was our food was wonderful. We loved it.
Oh yeah, it's lovely.
A beer for Jen, a Diet Coke for me.
IPA.
Very awesome. Very good beer, but $72. $72 with a tip and taxes. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when we go to McDonald's now, you'll get a meal and I'll just get the burger. Or if we go to Wendy's, you'll get a meal and I'll get a burger.
We share fries and a drink.
We share fries and drink. We still are paying $21, $23 for that Canadian. Yeah. It's a shocker. We don't do it often. We'd rather go to Costco, honestly. We get to the point.
Especially Costco in Canada. We have much bigger menu.
We have the poutine. We have the fries and chicken fingers. We have the pizza. We have chicken wings up here we can get. Really good and cheap, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
But we'll buy one hot dog, split it in half, and order the poutine as a second order, and then have a cola for 79 cents. And then we'll have a chocolate sundae as our dessert. We split all that.
Because the poutine, I think, is 1,200 calories.
It's 1,200 calories. It's huge. And it's $4 or something like that. We can't finish it. Even splitting it, we can't finish it. Yeah. We can't eat it all. There's so much.
Yeah.
But for $10, $12 for a full-blown meal with the chocolate sundae included, you can't beat that deal.
See, down south, you go to Del Taco, you get the half-pound bean and cheese burrito, you get some fish tacos. Oh, yum, 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 yum. And it's a very good price still.
It's still a good price, but not super cheap like it used to be.
No.
No. Gone are the days of the 99-cent Whopper. Do you remember those deals? 99-cent Whoppers? They don't do that anymore.
I would go to Del Taco at lunch and get like $20 worth of tacos, and I could feed 7 kids.
That was 2005. 18 years ago. Okay, let's be fair.
4 of those were boys.
Yeah, okay. That was 18 years ago. All right. Let's get reasonable.
Yeah.
But just in the last 3 years, the cost increases for most North Americans, and I'm sure Europeans, going out to a fast food restaurant is just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, especially traveling. We've been talking about this, that the budget you have for food is much higher than it was 3 years ago.
True. Richard Carlin, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Richie.
Larry Titus, good morning, Jen.
And good morning, Larry.
Dude Face, food is cheap if you're a vegetarian. I'm just saying, Dude Face, good morning, Auntie Jen.
Good morning, Dude Face. But I mean, we have had our moments where, it's probably a couple of years back now, but if you wanted to buy a cauliflower, you had to take out a mortgage.
It was ridiculous for them. Amy, Uncle Bruce just got $10,000 in profit from some trades. Should I jump into something else today or save for next week with class strategies that we're going to learn on Saturday? What should I do? Depending on what your strategy is, if you've just scored some cash secured put profits, you may want to sit back and see if the market gives up a little bit of ground here and there. That might allow you to write another cash secured put position at a nice price.
Or write a call that expires tomorrow.
Well, yeah, depending on not many people do that here.
Have the right one.
Yeah, really, you got to be really careful on that. But keep some powder handy and wait. Beach Boy, 30 shekel donation has just been made.
Beach Boy.
Hi, Auntie Jen.
Hi, Beach Boy.
I'm starting a Tel Aviv meet and greet fund.
Oh, are you?
A Tel Aviv meet and greet fund being established by a Beach Boy. So
I don't know if there's many people.
If there are any other viewers out there that are in the Tel Aviv neighborhood, in Israel, or could quickly pop in for a Tel Aviv meet and greet, Beach Boy is starting a fund to kind of get that going. Depending on how that fund grows, there might be motivation on our end to fly in ourselves during our vacation in Europe. Oh,
I heard on the radio this morning that next year we're going to have a visa to go to Europe. 24.
Yeah, it's not a visa. It's
a money grab.
it's another security fee thing, and it's going to be part of your it's going to be part of your airfare. Yeah. I doubt we're going to have to apply for it separately. I don't know.
There's a form,
It's just
how old are you,
pure BS. It's what it is across the board. Every country is getting into this game. They are pissing off every traveler bit by bit by bit by bit, because we're the good guys. Right? We're the non-bad people. We're the good people. We're the ones who come in and spend money, don't vote, don't ask to replace the mayor.
Spit on the sidewalk.
We don't spit on Superman's cape. We don't do any of that stuff. And yet we're being nickel and dimed by these outfits, these countries and regions on every little thing. It just upsets us more and more and more. It makes us mad. And we get to the point where, well, maybe we'll go next year. Like we just put it off. Yeah. And the problem that these European countries, other countries don't understand or don't want to believe is that enough people will say, well, I'll wait till next year. And next year comes along, and a number of these seniors that would have come last year, now we're saying next year, they're not in physical condition to go anymore, and they will never come back.
But having visas is getting to be typical.
It is becoming disturbing. It's becoming a disturbing trend, and it is a pathetic excuse to play this game. It's a pathetic excuse. It's a tax grab. That's all it is. They don't want to raise the hotel taxes. They don't want to raise sales taxes because all their citizens have to pay it. So they nail the visitor from elsewhere, which means, what does Canada do? We nail Europeans coming into here. What do Americans do? They nail Europeans coming into there. No one wins. The traveler pays more for less, and we get upset about it. And I don't see a positive here. I don't see more security. Come on.
And as we get older, we have more stuff that really us off.
Oh yeah. Cindy B says Rocket Lab just went to weekly options from monthly options. How about that? Let me take a look at the Rocket Lab here.
Enough of a demand for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice.
I believe so. Let me take a look here. All kinds of donations all of a sudden showing up here too. I got to watch this here. Hang on a sec. What's going on here?
The Tel Aviv meet and greet.
The Tel Aviv meet and greet is taking off. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm what I see. I don't see what Cindy sees, but I'm sure I will. Okay, where am I now on these comments? Hang on a second. What's going on here? Hold on. What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Cindy, where's your comment?
What's going on? What's going on?
There's the Cindy comment. Dude, $20 donation to Uncle Bruce. This is for Beach Boys Tel Aviv Fund. I'll meet you there.
Dude.
Beach Boy, here's another $30 shekel. When is the vacation in Europe? He wants to know.
I think dude might think Beach Boy, the beach part of it.
Dude. Beach Boy says, way to go, dude. Way to go, dude. Kicking in with a fund here.
Dude.
Our vacation, we land in London in August on the 23rd. And we come back to New York on the 19th of October. So that's the timing of it all. And the first week plus, first 10 days are booked up for us. London, Liverpool,
we know where we are,
and Germany already.
Into September.
Yeah, into September 4, we're booked up. It's after September 4 and October 19th that we're still we're still juggling the schedule there. So that's the deal. So to do a Tel Aviv meet and greet, how many of you would like to meet us in Tel Aviv? I'm sure Beach Boy would be dying to know if there could be a Tel Aviv meet and greet.
And don't we have to do a visa?
No,
Oh.
you don't need a visa to enter Israel as a Canadian.
That's right.
Just need our valid passport, because Canada and Israel have a very, very close relationship politically and everything else.
Yes.
So Americans and Canadians need only show up with a passport that's good for at least 6 months. And you can spend, I think, up to 90 days, no questions asked. Come on in.
And then them coming over to us too.
Yeah, Israelis coming to Canada, not a problem. Come on over. Israelis do not go on unemployment. They don't become welfare recipients.
More for a visit.
They come over here and they enjoy the country's amenities and everything else, and they buy a bunch of souvenirs and spend a bunch of money here. And Canadians love Israelis, and Israelis love Canadians. That's what we do. We spend money too. So just so simple, Yeah, what bugs me about countries charging fees, like the Caribbean countries adding the head tax on cruise passengers, you guys can't offer us something that makes us want to spend money on your island.
Yeah.
All you have are hucksters on your beach, or right after we get off the tender, or once we get, like in Nassau, Bahamas. What a nightmare to walk downtown Nassau. We have a nightmare waiting for us in downtown Nassau in the Bahamas if we come off a cruise ship. We're not getting off the cruise ship. That's what 3/4 of passengers don't do in Nassau, historically. And now you want to charge more for a head tax? We're not coming. We're not going to take cruises that go to Nassau. Then we're not going to do cruises to Jamaica if you're going to charge us more to stay on the ship in Jamaica. We're not going. We'll just use another cruise line that won't go there. That's the ultimate screw you, and that's not good for you guys.
Voting with your dollar.
Voting with your dollars. Beach Boy made another donation, 30 shekels. After September 4th, that's a deal. Oh, that's a deal. Okay. Come on down to Tel Aviv.
Uncle Bruce, come on down.
See, there you go. Come on in and see us. There you go. These 30 shekel donations are nice, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
They don't quite cover the cost of getting there and back, but we do appreciate it. But hey, if 20 of you are going to be in Tel Aviv, and you want to do a meet and greet in Tel Aviv for 20 people, and you're making donations to the cause.
So Beach Boy has to bring his family.
All of a sudden, all these shekel donations are coming in from people I've never heard of before, going, well, who are these folks?
There's no discount for babies or seniors.
There you go. Dude is saying, I probably won't be there, sadly, but I would love for Beach Boy to meet and greet Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. I do have family there, though. There you go. That's nicely said. Nice. Nicely. That's a nice contribution to the cause of the meet and greet fund that Beach Boy is establishing for a Tel Aviv get together.
So if we have 2 meet and greets while we're on vacation, I think that makes it a tour.
A tour. Oh, that.
So now we need T-shirts with the tour dates on the back.
Yeah, that's right. Now we have to make T-shirts with the tour dates and the cities on the back. Yeah, we add them all in there. New York, Tel Aviv, London,
world tour. You know what that is?
Vienna.
That's now the world
It's a
tour.
world tour. It's not just a
It's
little
not a
regional.
tour.
This
It's
is
a world tour.
this is like this is as big as that gal right now who's dominating the world, Alice
I'm not telling you.
Swift,
There you go.
Taylor Swift. She's got her tour, and Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen have their tour. You see, but you see, the difference between the two tours, I think, is that you go see Taylor Swift and spend a lot of money to see Taylor Swift and hang out in a hotel and all that. You get together with Uncle Bruce, and Auntie Jen. You together with those two kids, you leave with more info than what you came with, and hopefully you'll be able to figure out. Oh, this tour is this. I actually make money when I see these guys. This is great.
Yeah.
See what happens. Yeah.
I can't make fun of you because yesterday, in a, I don't know, a senior moment. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell you because I'm going to break out laughing. But I was talking to your daughter.
To my daughter. She was talking to my daughter
And
this time.
Sinead O'Connor.
Not her daughter.
Passed yesterday.
Sinead O'Connor passed at age 56. Yes,
and
that's
I
true.
said it was Sheena Easton.
Mom says to her daughter, Sheena Easton died yesterday. I know what my daughter was doing.
I just know that
My daughter was listening to her mother on the speakerphone, and she was doing this.
She's doing what she calls the mummy translator. And I thought, oh my God, both of those women would be appalled to be referenced by the other.
Sheena Easton being called Sinead O'Connor.
It was a classic
senior moment. I mean, the mummy translator was in full swing for our poor little old daughter who just looks at her parents and goes, can't you two just retire quietly like other old people?
Unfortunately, the mummy translator has been used for decades.
Yeah, the old mummy translator is heavily used a lot. Beach Boy just saw another stink caught here. Bought back AI October 30 cash secured puts, 65% profit gains.
Nice.
The super chats are paid for as well. Laughing out loud. Well done, Beach Boy.
That's right.
Beach Boy's having a good year today.
Is he?
He's having
a good year today?
Yeah, for some people it's called a good year. He's having it right now on the cash secured put on the stink bits that he's been working on AI cash secured puts. He's doing just great. Well done, Beach Boy. Keep up the good work and
see that cloudy weather.
Just make money. Just make money. Huh?
You see all those clouds coming in?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to get rain later, aren't we?
You know why? Folk Festival starts today.
40% chance of rain. 40% chance of rain. Here we are. Beach Boy, 30 shekels. Dude pops in $20. Beach Boy kicks in another 30 shekels. Then he kicks in another 30 shekels. Then he pulls in a bunch of dough on his cash secured put. Well done, sir. You keep up the good work, and you deserve everyone you're getting. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
Well, everybody have a wonderful Thursday.
Yes, indeed.
We go have coffee because I forgot to buy tea.
We were out there day before yesterday, and we forgot. Well, it happens. It's a senior moment. You used to write this down on your phone all the time, and then you would be in the store and you'd go to your phone. Oh, we need to get this. Now you don't do that anymore.
You know why I stopped doing that?
Is it because you're becoming a Mitch McConnell kind of person?
No, it's because of COVID. Because wearing your mask, I had to punch in the password, and that just takes away too long.
The facial recognition didn't work because you had the mask on and the phone didn't know who the hell you were. So you had to punch. You're getting lazy.
So I started not using my list. Yeah, it's another COVID victim.
Another COVID factor that has dominated our world, has changed our lives. My God, I tell you, premiums on APLS as Home Skillet paying out 15% of stock price, 3-week contract. 15%. Oh my God, for 3 weeks. Whoa. The premiums are insane on some of these stocks.
I know, right?
We've had 15 straight days of gains for the Dow. When do we have a first pullback?
We'll have a dip.
We all
always
have one sooner or
But-
later, and it'll be severe because the higher it goes, it's like a slingshot.
Yeah.
He's going to let go. Way to go, cash secured put profit makers.
Yeah.
You're doing it exactly the way it should be done right now. Thank you, Auntie Jen.
Bye.
Take care.
Make money.
We'll keep you posted on the Tel Aviv meet and greet fund. Let's see what's going on there. Unbelievable. Thank you all for popping in and saying hi to us. Thank you for these, of course, donations always. Thank you, everybody. I just love when you guys make money. I just do. Get richer, please, everybody. That would be absolutely wunderbar. Absolutely wonderful. You gotta love it, man. You just gotta love this. All righty. Good stuff all around. Thank you all for being part of my show today. Thank you for the thumbs ups and helping out. 131 and counting. Thank you, everybody. If you're able to hit that thumbs up button, please do, and tell Strickland where to put it. Quietly under your breath. Don't say anything loud. You know what it. Cindy B. Pharmaceuticals have killed me. Robert Benson. I'm number 129 on your thumbs up meter. Beach Boy. Here's another donation for you. There's a store for antique and vintage lamps in Tel Aviv. 3 minutes walk from the beach. You'll be able to find a lamp there. Take it back to your hotel room. Set it up behind you. You can do the show right from Tel Aviv there, from the hotel, with the crooked lamp, no problem. And then there won't be a lamp. Thank you, Beach Boy. A lot of thoughts here. A lot of good points being made. There are quite a few, from what I understand, having looked at Expedia. There are quite a few nice hotels along the beach in Tel Aviv on the Mediterranean coast there. Quite a number of them, actually. And so it would be a pretty cool place for some of you folks to think about flying into for a weekend or something, and catch up with Jen and I and Beach Boy and all the other viewers from that area for a meet and greet. If that were to be done, if that were possible, I mean, that could be a good hangout time. Play some beach volleyball. We could show off our pecs to each other, show off our abs. That'd be kind of cool, don't you think? That'd be a lot of fun. We could, pose on the beach show our guns, show off our guns, right there. Oh, that'd be a lot of fun. Boy, I'll tell you, there's got to be some pretty good food over there. I would think so. You've got to think. I've seen videos of people go to Tel Aviv and have a pretty good time. Just saying. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I don't know. I'm just saying. There you have it. Anyway, there's the story as I see it. Where are we at right here? Rocket Lab is down 33 cents today. I don't know why Rocket Lab is at $6.81 a share. I really don't know. It was pushing the $8 level the other day. I have no idea what's going on there. They're cash rich, client rich, business busy. I don't know what the stock's doing. SoFi's up a penny at 9.53 at the moment. GameStop is up just a penny right now. Matterport is down 1.5. 23andMe is at 193 a share right now. Spire, it's 64.5 cents. ATIP is 656. SmartRent 388. We got Apple at 196.07, up 150. Goldman still up 208. Cisco up 46 cents. Tesla now is down 36. Arc Innovation down 3. Microsoft down 292. Pfizer down a dime. HPQ up 18. Google is still ahead by 240. The Amazon is up 344. Nvidia up 10. Was up 15. Unity up 147, but AI is only up 3 cents a share. And it's interesting to see how some of these shares have backed off today, giving some of you opportunities to perhaps rewrite cash secured puts again on some of these stocks you're following. That might be a potential opportunity out there. One never knows. Meta, the old Facebook, still up $20 a share at $3.19 on the session. And there you go. That's where I see it. AI now down 12 cents at $41.10 a share. And this has got to be affecting cash secured put prices in the 35s, the 36s, the 30s. There's got to be some corrections there, maybe an opportunity to write again. Anyway, wait, watch and see. I say, let's see what gives. Kramer says sell Rocket Lab. That's what's going on. Kramer says sell Rocket Lab. I don't know why. Why would they have to sell? I don't know. It's cash secured, cash rich company, no debt. I don't know. What's Kramer thinking? I wish I could say. I don't know what to make of that. Anyway. There it is, kids. There it is. Thank you all for popping through here. The thumbs up meter now, 133. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. I think it's time to honor and to pay respects to the Knights of Knee. It's that time of day. And of course, Richard Carlin says, if he says sell, that means buy, 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 There you go. Richard Carlin, neat. Here come the knee emojis. TJ, neat. Here they come. The Knights of Knee are being honored. DH Ruda, neat. B Tizzle, neat. Here they come. The Knights of Knee. We must respect the Knights of Knee. Don't mess with the Knights of Knee. They will ruin you. Thank you, Knights of Knee, for guiding our stocks and helping us make a lot of money here, writing call options and put options and poor man cover call options. And oh my gosh, are we going to learn stuff on Saturday? Woohoo! There is no Kramer, says Beach Boy. There's only Zool. John Anderson, neat. Here they go. Beach Boy, neat. Karen D, neat. Don't forget, open your window and yell at the top of your lungs, neat, from wherever you are in the world to make all your neighbors make them go, what the hell is going on? He does that every day. These people are weird. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Thank you, John. It's only Thursday, but okay. Neat. Thank you, everybody, for the knee emoji attack. Away we go. 134 thumbs ups. The knee emoji attack is happening in full force right now. We just hit the 2-hour mark of the show today. Thank you all so much for being with us today. I hope you're making nothing but money. I love it. Fun times. Let's see what's going on here. Matthew, neat. Stephen Butler, neat. There you go. They're coming across as people are figuring out the knee attack is happening, and I'm missing it. We're down 19 on AI at 4103. Go figure. We've got volatility. Hit a high of 43.76. Great time to buy back cheap cash secured puts up there. And here we are now at 40.88, down 34 cents on AI. The Dow is up 64, S&P up 23, NASDAQ up 120. We are seeing a slump right now on some of these prices, but that's to be expected. We get stocks that go up and they go down. That's what they do all the time. We're used to it. Matterport down 1.5. Nvidia only up 9.80, but still up. SoFi down 2 cents. Rocket Lab down 30. GameStop down 2 cents. AI down 30. ATIP down 11. Unity up 133. Tesla down 30. Centino's. Apple is up 160. Google up 240. Moderna down 19 cents right now. Cisco is up 53. Pfizer's down 12. IBM is at 142.40, up 133 a share today on IBM. HPQ 33.30, up 26. Microsoft down 326. Again, down yesterday, down today. ME at 193.5. Amazon up 320. Home Depot up 230. Vanik up 390. Netflix down 30 cents. Adobe up 655. Goldman up 220. Boeing up 460. Meta still holding a $21 gain. Target up 140. JP Morgan up 45 cents. Costco up 186. Walmart up 14. Disney up 63. American Airlines down 38. And DraftKings down and make it up 26 cents. Royal Caribbean holding 106.60, up 570, but not going any higher than that at this moment in time, everybody. There you go. Dude, neat. Thank you, everybody, for being part of the show. Have a great rest of your day today. Stay cool if it's hot where you are and humid. Watch yourselves. 134 thumbs ups. Thank you. If any of you are watching on the rerun, hit the thumbs up button for us. We appreciate it. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock Eastern time for Friday, July 28th. That'll be tomorrow morning. We'll see how the option expiry day goes tomorrow. And then get ready for Saturday, noon Eastern this Saturday class number 16. I'm looking forward to seeing a bunch of you folks. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of new option strategies that you're going to want to look at employing. Going to get you busy and get you buzzing, get you speaking, talking, comparing. Going to be a lot of fun. Have a great rest of the day, everybody. We'll keep an eye on these markets, see where it ends up. Thank you for your support, as always. Appreciate it so very much. And we'll talk to you real soon, everybody. Bye from Calgary, and we'll see you all a little later. Take care.